The Importance of Both Safety and Privacy Within Schools and the Government by Gillian Welsh. Should schools have full access to students' social media accounts? There are both pros and cons to school administrators and resource officers having the ability to look through students' social media. Problems on social media, such as bullying and harassment, may continue to the school setting. This can lead to physical altercations harming both students. Problems online that continue to the school setting can be distracting for students and have negative consequences on their learning abilities for that time period. So when does cell phone monitoring become too much? Our social media and messages are meant to be private. Most thoughts and pictures are harmless to others, but do not need to be seen by the school. Full access to accounts can lead to unfair discipline for students, as some messages and posts were not made public for anyone to see. Shoulder surfing, or looking at a student's phone as you force them to look through their messages and social media platforms, stifles free speech and thinking. In 2010 and 2011, a man with the last name of Carpenter led a string of robberies. He was caught using cell phone location data, but without a warrant. In court, his argument was that law enforcement went against the Fourth Amendment. While what he did was wrong, the actions can be considered against the amendment. If he was a suspect and there was probable cause to search his location, law enforcement should have obtained a warrant. So what is the Fourth Amendment? It protects people from unreasonable searches and seizures by the government. They need a certain amount of evidence that you may be involved in something before they go through your personal items. If you're a good person, you have nothing to hide. Wrong. This quote teaches people that only individuals who sit silent and will not go against power figures are good people. Coincidentally, the very people that say this go against it every day of their lives. They have passwords on accounts they will not share, they keep their emails private, and they lock out others from even seeing their phones. And that's okay. It is human nature for people to seek privacy. Everyone has something to hide, big or little. The government should not be able to see our most private selves through our phones. Plus, the idea of being monitored changes our behaviors without us even knowing. We worry about feeling shame or embarrassment if there is even a small thought of being seen or recorded. These behavioral changes do not allow us to live freely and be who we want to be. In his TED Talk, Glenn Greenwald said, "Society in which people can be monitored at all times is a society that breeds conformity, obedience, and submission. These actions of obedience and submission are the beginnings of a tyrannical government." Monitoring cell phones can be useful in schools to stop harmful actions and bullying. It can also be useful to catch and stop criminals. However, there must be limits to monitoring. Keywords can flag unsafe posts and messages, but privacy is a must.